Hi guys, and welcome to my first ever booktube video. This video is gonna be like all my 5-star reads plus a Q&A / get to know me. So yeah. Okay, first of all, let me introduce myself. Hi, my name is Kaya. I have for the longest time wanted to be a book influencer, or actually it started with just wanting to be a YouTuber when I was younger. I would make fake YouTube videos and yada yada yada. And then when I got older, I got interested in reading and found out book influencing was a thing. I wanted to do that really bad. And now for almost a year, I've been doing I've been having book talk, and I think it's really fun. So I want to start a booktube as well. If you don't know me, I did introduce my name, did I not? Well, my name is Kaya. If you're watching this video, I'm assuming you're probably from probably saw it from my TikTok account, but if not, hi. And yeah, so what I did before this video is that I asked on my TikTok people to ask me questions for a booktube video. It could be book related, it could not be book related. I got a few questions, but I also had to find think of them myself. I asked ChatGPT for some. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna go through all my 5-star reads from the year of 2022, because that's when I started reading book talk books, or English books, because I'm not English, so I didn't start reading in English until 2022. And there's no point of me just going through random Norwegian book that no one has ever heard of. So I'm gonna do 5 from the year of 2022, and between every year that I do, I'm gonna do a few questions. So that's how this video is gonna go. We're gonna start with 2022, and excuse me, where do I have this book? I think I hid it in a drawer. Okay, this is back in 22, and this is when It Ends With Us was trending. And that was the first book I've ever read, and it was also rated 5 stars, but right now I cannot find it. If I read it today, I probably would not rate it 5 stars. I was really what's it called, generous with my 5 stars rating in the past, but I liked the book. I thought it was a good book. I feel later it got a lot of hate, but I liked it when I read it. But I haven't reread it, so I don't know. But 12-year-old me, I was 12 I think, 12 or 13-year-old me liked it. So yeah. My next book is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and this is here it is. I love this book, genuinely love it. The show is not that good, but I love it. Okay, I love the show. I admit it, I loved it. It's not as good as book, but most TV show adaptations are not as good as book. But I love the show. And most of y'all have probably heard of this book, but it's about a girl solving a kind of cold case of a murder in her town. Everyone believes that it's the girl who kind of died. The girl who was murdered, they believe it's her boyfriend, who also took a suicide afterwards. But Pip, the main character in this book, does not believe that story, and she's trying to find out the real story. Okay. The next books I rated 5 stars for the Summer Ice Are Pretty series. I read these right before the show came out, and I loved them. Don't know if I would rate them 5 stars today. Probably wouldn't, but I still loved them when I read them. Team Conrad. If you're not, you're wrong. That was all the books for 2022. Then we're gonna get into our first questions. First question is, when did you get into reading? And the answer to that is when I learned to read. I don't remember when I learned to read. I think I learned to read in 1st grade, small. Ever since I learned to read, I've loved reading. I don't know, just always loved it. When I was a kid, we used to have there are these in the whole country where I live, there's a summer reading competition, and you can read a certain amount of books, and you go to the library to get prizes. And I remember loving it, and I spent all my summer reading, and I remember the librarian thought I was lying about how many books I read to get the prizes, but I was being honest. I loved reading since I was a kid. I just always loved it. But then in 2022, that's when I started reading book talk books and books in English. So yeah. Okay, next question is, who is your favorite artist? I love this question. I love it. I love this question. I did ask myself this question, but I don't care. My favorite artist is, I cannot choose, Taylor Swift and Gracie Abrams. I know it's basic, but I love them. They're iconic. I will, no matter how much my music taste changes, I will always go back to them. I love them, and I swear, if any of you comment like sticky situation, I'm very passionate about this subject. The sticky situation thing is pissing me off so bad. Like, yes, okay, hold Grace accountable, that's fine, but this was literally so many years ago. Were you the same person you were like that many years ago? Probably not. I'm not the same person I was a year ago. Like, why are we still like hating on this girl who made one mistake years ago? Why? Like, and looking started, like, other artists, like, they do way worse stuff, and like, I don't see y'all hating on them. So what? Why are we hating Gracie? Like, why? Okay, and I need to talk about my other favorite artists, because like I love so many artists. Just let me just, what's it called? Just quickly go through them. So I love Wiz. Let me next. Dream job. Okay, this is a good one. I did also ask myself this question, but it's fine. We love it. Okay, anyways, my dream job is like, let's start with the unrealistic. My unrealistic dream job is to be the owner of a book cafe and do like booktube on the side, or be an author and do booktube, or be an author and have a book cafe, basically something with books. And my realistic job, the job I'm probably most likely going to end up having and what I'm going to study to have, is being an elementary school teacher, because I don't know, I just think I would really enjoy that job. I've always been told like that I'm like good with kids, and I don't know, I used to love school in elementary school. That's so weird, but like I just feel like teacher is something that would suit me, and it's a job I would kind of be happy with doing for the rest of my life. Let's move on to 2023. So the first book that I rated 5 stars in 2023 was I Survive by Holly Jackson. This damn book, like, oh my days, this book was so amazing. I read it in like 2 days. Like, I could not get my mind off this book. Like, it's so, I think about me as I forget about the actions in the book, or just remember that I love them. But in the book, it's not like a friend group who goes on a trip in an RV, and then their RV, like, yeah, their RV breaks down in the middle of nowhere, and like, okay, and it's no accident, and someone wants one of them dead. Yeah, there's 6 friends, and it's called 5 Survive because like someone wants to kill one of them. And then it's just like a mystery, and I just really love this book. I need to reread it. I love Holly Jackson. Holly Jackson is the best crime author, in my opinion. Like, I love Holly Jackson. Like, I love Holly Jackson. I love her. Okay, moving on. Okay, my next book is like literally one of my favorite books in the entire world. Better than the movies. Like, if you have not read this book, like, go read it right now, because this book is so freaking adorable. Like, it's so cute. It's written by Lynn Painter. Lynn Painter is like, I think she's actually like my favorite author, like, ever. Like, I love Lynn Painter. All her books are so good. I've read like all her YA romances I've read, and some of her like adult romances as well, and I love them. Better Than the Movies is genuinely like one of my favorite books in the entire world. I've read it so many times and I just love it. It's about Wes and Liz, and Liz and Wes are like their neighbors, and they've known each other all their lives. They're kind of having like, people call them enemies to lovers, but not really an enemies to love. I feel like it's more bickering to lovers, I guess. They at least they go in an agreement kind of that Wes is gonna help Liz get her crush to go to prom with her, so they have to hang out a lot. And to do this, like, they get in a fake relationship to like make the other guy like kind of like jealous, and see, it's hard to explain, but like it has so many like good tropes. I love the fake dating trope. I don't know if that's just me, but I love it so much. Like, when it's fake dating, I feel like it cannot fail. I love this book and it's amazing. Go read it right now if you have not, because it's great. It's amazing. Okay. Next book is, I do not have this book in a physical copy. I read it on my Kindle. I read like a lot, mostly nowadays I read on my Kindle. I love my Kindle. But the next book is The Darkest Oath, which I do not remember what this was really about. I think it's an enemies to lovers, and it's this girl starting a new school, and she's like, she goes like kind of like she's like, she has stage fright, but she wants to be like an artist kind of. So when she goes on stage, she like pretends to be another person, and then the like boy who's like her love interest, he's like in love with the stage persona of her, but he is kind of like enemies with the real person of her. So he's kind of like, he's enemies with the real person of her because something with her taking his friend's spot at the school, and he's like in love with the persona that she is on stage because he loves her voice. He like just, yeah, and he's trying to find out who the stage persona is, because like there's a different name. She's like a wig, I think, and like different makeup to just like make her not look like her, to get rid of her stage fright kind of. And yeah, I really loved it. It's a series. I read it all. I halfway remember the action, but I do not remember. I should reread it. I just remember I loved it. Okay, the next one is so good. It Only Happens in the Movies by Holly Bourne. I don't know. But this was so good. I remember I bought it because it was like, this was like a few months after I'd read Better Than the Movies, and it has something to do with like movies, and I was like, reminds me of Better Than the Movies, let me buy it, like, right? And I absolutely love it. Again, I do not remember what it was about. There's not that much in the back, so I'll just read it quickly. Bad boys turn good, kisses in the rain, climbing through bedroom windows. It only happens in the movies. When Audrey meets Harry, it's the start of a truly cinematic romance. Or is it? Audrey knows that Harry is every movie cliche rolled into one, but she still chooses to let him into her heart. I love this book. I need to read it. Like, I loved it. I loved it. It's so underrated. I've never seen anyone talk about it. It's literally amazing. And yeah, okay. That was all the books I had for 2023. So now we're gonna jump into some new questions. Okay. Favorite movie and why? Well, it was, favorite movie / TV show and why. I'm gonna do a movie and a TV show because I want to. My favorite movie, my all-time favorite movie that will always be my favorite movie is To All the Boys I've Loved Before. I've lost count of how many times I watched this movie. Like, it's literally amazing. And as a hopeless romantic girly that I am, like, come on, you cannot tell me this is not like the perfect romance movie. Like, I fake dating, like, literally love it. We love Laura Jean and Peter Kavinsky. Laura Jean was like, she shaped me as a 12-year-old. I think I was 12 when I watched the movie. Don't quote me on that. But embarrassing confession, I wrote, like, you know, the like Laura Jean letters to Peter. No, the Laura Jean like crush letters that she wrote that she was never gonna send. I wrote one of those to my crush and I hid it in a little tiny box in my closet for years. That was really embarrassing, but I want it. I don't know what to do that, but this movie is just so perfect. Like, the track list of it, fire. Like, it's just such a feel good movie. I watched it so many times I quite literally know half of the words by heart. I can literally recite the like intro scene, like there's like music playing and then she's walking into like a little grass and it's like, the forbidden kiss. We knew that it was wrong, that he was betrothed to my sister. But if this wasn't what he wanted, then why did he come to the field with desire? It was fated that we should meet like this. And there's like, it's like, ow! Oh, are we hanging out or what? I just want to finish this chapter. And yeah. But yeah. I don't know what that was. Anyways, my favorite show is Gilmore Girls. I've watched Gilmore Girls like I don't know how many times. I think I watched it like 5 times or something. I've lost count. I love Gilmore Girls. It's such a feel good show. And it's like fall vibes and it just has all the vibes. And it's just, I love it. Team Jess. I love Team Jess. That's like, I love Logan too. I used to be Team Logan, but then I switched and now I'm Team Jess and I love Jess with my entire heart. Yeah. Okay, next question. Winter or summer? I have to choose summer. I love winter, but summer is just top tier. It's not my favorite season, but I love summer because like the vibes and the heat and like the school vacation. That's my favorite part of summer, that we don't have school. It's the best part, but I love summer. It's like such a vibe. I can sit outside reading all the time. That's also one of my favorite parts of summer, like just sitting outside and reading with like a like good like drink, like not like alcoholic drink. I mean like a iced coffee or like some, I almost said like refresher, you know, like the strawberry refreshers, like that type of drink. And then next question was spring or fall. I love spring, but I'm gonna have to choose fall. This is my favorite season. Where are my falls? Oh my gosh. All these are in my room all year round, but they're usually just behind my bookmark when it's not fall. But I love fall. Just like the vibes, the like orange leaves, nature looks so pretty. Like rain, I love rain. I love rain. It's so the vibes, and there's like coffee, baking, Gilmore Girls books. Like that's what the fall gives. Like, also there's like a fall smell. I feel like there's like outside in the air there's like its own smell. I feel like every season has its own smell, and I love the fall smell. And I just love fall. Fall is what I dream of. It's not even summer and I won't be excited for fall. And Halloween is in fall. And like scary movies, like fall movies are so good. I love fall movies, and like fall is just its own vibe. I gotta stop talking about fall because I'm just so excited for fall. I just love fall. Like everything about fall is so perfect. Okay, moving on because I'm gonna get caught in my head about fall. Okay, now we're moving on to 2024, last year. Oh yeah, my first 5-star read of the year was Betting on You, which is also by Lynn Painter, and it's so friggin' good. It's so good. I just love it. It's like, okay, let me just sum up what it's about for you quickly, and then you can go read it like immediately. Like, come on, like, okay. Let me just, I remember what the thing is. I remember what this book is about. I just don't know how to explain it. That's what a lot of these books do. Like, I remember the storyline. I just don't know how to word it without spoiling the whole story. But this is basically Charlie and Bailey. They meet like first they meet themselves. Okay, so first they meet each other at like a flight. And they do not like each other. They like, there's a 10-hour flight, I think. Yeah, it's a 10-hour flight, and they're like not liking each other. and then they meet again years later, and they're co-workers. And then Charlie, the boy, insists that a boy and a girl can't just be friends, and Bailey means that he is wrong, and she is insisting to like prove him wrong. And so it's kind of like, what's it called? Where is that from? Like, wait, isn't that like Harry Meets Sally? That's like girls and guys can't be friends. And then they start fake dating, and like, it's just so good. It's so freaking good. Just like go read it. Like, right the frick now. I made my mom read this, and I'm gonna make her read better than the movies too. I was gonna make her read better than the movies, but then my friend was borrowing it, so I made her read this instead. Anyways, moving on. Where did this go? There it is. Moving on to what was that? Binding 13. I love this book. I'm currently rereading it. This is my favorite series in the entire world. The Voice of Thomas series is perfection. If you follow my TikTok, you know how much I love this series, because that's like literally all I talk about all the time, every single day. I love the series so incredibly much. It has my heart and soul. Like, come on. Releasing Thunder is coming out this month, and I'm excited. Freaking excited. Binding 13. It's about Johnny and Shannon, and they meet. Johnny is like a rugby star, and he's like struggling with an injury and like the pressure of being a rugby star at that young age, because they're like high schoolers. Not high schooler. Well, high schoolers. I don't know what they're in. Like, it confuses me because it's like British, not British. It's Irish like schooling system, but it's the equivalent of high school. I don't know if they call it high school. I do not think they do. But like, he's a rugby star. He's like struggling with the pressure of being like a rugby star at the same age, and he's struggling with injury. Shannon is not from the best home life. She has been bullied most of her life, so she transfers to the school that they are going to, which is Tommen. And there she meets Johnny, and there's just like kind of like a friendship, slow burn, friendship to lovers, and it's great. Keeping 13 is also a Boys of Tom book. This next one that I rated 5 stars. It's the continuation of Johnny and Shannon's story. It's really great. I loved it. And then the next book, which I think might be my favorite book in the series, is Joey and Aoife's book. Joey is Shannon's big brother, and in this story you get to hear the story from the first time Joey and Aoife meet up until, I think it's up until the end of Binding 13, or maybe it's up until the end of Keeping 13. No, I'm pretty sure it's up until the end of Binding 13, or like around there. And it's really great. They first meet when they're 12. No. Yes, he's 12. When they first meet. And then the other two series, the other two books in the series, which is Redeeming 6 and Taming 7, I rate them 4 stars, but I still love them with my whole heart. I love these books so freaking much. They are, I think about these books every single day, and I'm not even joking. I think about them all the time. These characters are the loves of my life. No, I'm kidding. I love these characters, and I love these books, and I love it. Next book was The Reappearance of Rachel Sigler. No, I always say Rachel Sigler because that's an actress, but it's Rachel Price. I don't know why I always say Rachel Sigler. Anyways, The Reappearance of Rachel Price. This is another Holly Jackson book. It's really, really good. It's about this girl, Belle. She's 18 years old, and she has always lived in the shadow of her mom's mysterious disappearance. Rachel Price disappeared 16 years ago, so when Belle was 2 years old, and she's gone, presumed dead. The family agrees to go on like a true crime documentary, and this is when like things are happening, and Rachel reappears, and yeah, it's really good. And I love at the back it says like lights, camera, lies, because like it's a documentary, and it's just like there's some lies in it, and people are lying. It's really great. I love it. I love this book. I love all of Holly Jackson's books. The next book is this one. I actually rated 4.5 stars, but I felt the need to include it. I don't know why I didn't rate it 5 stars. I probably should have rated it 5 stars, but it's really good. The Natural. This is by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. It's really good. It's about this girl named Cassie. She is something that's called like a natural, which means she has like the natural ability to do something that can like help the FBI. So Cassie's a natural profiler, which like can naturally tell like people's like personality traits and stuff like that, and that can help them in cases like the FBI. And then she joins this FBI program that's for teens that have these natural abilities. So it's Cassie, she's a profiler, and then there's Dean, he's also a profiler. Michael, he can read emotions. Sloane can like do like in her head like immediately like big statistics and like everything with numbers and stuff like that. And Leah, she's a natural liar and like basically a human lie detector. She can like tell when people are lying, and she can lie effortlessly and like make people believe her lies. So it's really great. And they're like working on cold cases, but then the cold cases are not as cold as they might be thought. And like on the back it says cold cases are about to get hot. So yeah. Next book. Nothing like the movies. Nothing like the movies. This is the sequel to Better Than the Movies, and it's basically about Wes and Liz later in their life when they're in college. Spoiler alert, but it's not really a spoiler alert. They broke up, but this is kind of them like they broke up because Wes dropped out of college and he moved home. Right. I think this is on the back of the book. I'm sorry, this is a spoiler. You guys were warned. But he goes back to college trying to get Liz back, and that's basically what this book is about. He's trying to get Liz back. The next one is also by Lynn Painter. You can tell I love Lynn Painter by these. This is Mr. Wrong Number. This is one of Lynn Painter's adult romances, and it's really good. It's about this girl who she's like really prone to like accidents. She's really unlucky with like everything in her life, and then she accidentally burns her apartment down, and she has to move in with her brother and her brother's best friend. But then one day she gets like a random like message from a random number, and it's like, "What are you wearing?" So it's like, what the heck? It's supposed to be like, I think it's like trying to, well, he's trying to like send like freaky out messages to someone, but he sends it to the wrong number, and then they start like chatting, and she does, and it turns out it's her brother's best friend, but they don't know. They just are like chatting like they're strangers. But it's a really great book, and like it's just really great. Okay, that was the last book of 2024, and now we're gonna do the questions. So my favorite flower, I do not know what it's called. Well, I know what it's called in Norwegian, not in English. I'm gonna find a picture of them. It's like those tiny white little flowers, and I think they're really cute. They're actually usually just used in like bouquets for like to like add more. I feel like they're used in bouquets to add like more excitement to like bouquets. Like, but look at these, they're so cute. Like, it's like those little white flowers, and they're really cute. I do not know what their name, but they're really cute. Yeah, so next question, let me see. If you can live in any fictional world, where would it be? If I could live in any fictional world, I would want to live in Cork, Ireland, 2005. That's like where Boys to Tommen is at. But like, I feel like that's not really a fictional world, that's just like a place in fiction in a book. But like, that's where I would want to live. But if we're talking about like worlds, I would want to live at like Hogwarts. I've not read the Harry Potter books, but I watched the movies, and like, I don't know, like going to Hogwarts and like being like a wizard, or like, oh, what's the female version of a wizard? Oh, my mind is not working right now, but like, I don't know, like Hogwarts is like, it looks fun. I would want to go there, or to Cork. What's my next question is favorite album, and my absolute all-time favorite album is Good Riddance. I just think that album is so freaking perfect, and it's so amazing and so good, and like a lot of my favorite songs are on that album, and like if I could only listen to one album for the rest of my life, it would be that album. I just love that album so much. Okay, now we're moving on to 2025, which is this year. So I haven't read that many books this year. Well, actually, I've read like 12 books this year, but I've only rated 3 books 5 stars. So the first book I rated 5 stars is Nightshade, which that was absolutely amazing. If you haven't read it, like, go read it right now. It's Nightshade by Autumn Woods. It's about this girl who starts a school to find out like a mystery of, let me rephrase. Okay, a girl is starting a new school, a college, and her parents like used to work at the college, but in one like accident when they were on their way home, they passed away, and she does not believe this is an accident, and she's trying to like solve the mystery of it kind of, and then she is kind of like, she knows the man who's at fault for this is a man who owns like a plane, a like helicopter or aircraft. I don't know really what the company is for, but it's like helicopters and stuff like that. His name is Shane Green, I think, and then she meets his son, and there's kind of like a little thingy there. I think it's kind of like enemies to lovers again, not really enemies, but like kind of like she knows their death had something to do with this guy's dad, and she's trying to like kind of, I guess, find proof. And then she meets his son, and there's like kind of like, I think you guys get the idea. And like the vibes of this book is so amazing. It's like kind of like dark academia, like rainy. I think it's in Scotland, if I'm not wrong. It's just the vibes are there. And the second book I think is coming out this year. I think so. I think I saw something about that on the author's Instagram, and I was excited because that book was really good. Next book on my list is Bad Blood, which is the last book in the Natural series. The other ones I think I rated like 4 stars, but this one is really, 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 really good, and I really loved it. I cannot explain much about the plot because then it's gonna spoil the other books. It's really, really, really good. Next book for this is Just for the Summer. I know everyone like read this last summer, and I bought it last summer, but I never got around to reading it. It was genuinely like so freaking good. This is one of the best like rom-com books I've ever read. So cute, so good, like everything. It's about this girl named Emma and this boy named Justin, and through a Reddit thread they find out that they both have like the same curse is what they call it. It's that every time they date someone, after they break up, the person they like break up with goes on to find their soulmate, and then they come up with this idea: if they date each other and then they break up, then after they break up they must also find their soulmate, kind of, since they both have the same curse. And yeah, it's really good. I love it. It's really, really good. I wish there was a book too. I think it's part of the series actually, but I don't think the other books are about them. It's about like other people. I should read more about the series. Okay. Anyways, that was the books I have for 2025. So now I'm just gonna do my last 3 questions. So my next question is like, what's my concert lineup? My concert lineup is right now is only Tate McRae, and I'm sad because I'm such a concert girly. Like at heart, I love concerts, and I'm sad because I only have 1 upcoming concert. But I'm also really grateful that I even get to go. But that's this month, and after that I have no concerts, and that makes me really sad. I need like to always have concerts coming up because like I just need it. I really want to go to Sadie Jean's tour. She's having tour in the fall, so might like my parents to go to that. What's the first thing you would do if you won the lottery? Loki just travel the world to go to my favorite artist like concert. I would literally, if I had the money, I would wanna, and I didn't have school, like I would just follow my favorite artists around on tour. And I know like people are like, why are you doing that, haters? Like if I had the money, I would too. Like if I had the money to go to every like Aerosmith show, I would. If I was rich, I would want to do that. Like I would want to do that. And the second thing I would do if I won the lottery is make myself like a giant library in my house. Well, oh my gosh, with this like, you know, the little like ladder that you can like swish around. I want that so bad, like bookshelves with that little ladder. And I would also buy a bookshop, not a bookshop. I would buy a cafe and make it a book cafe and then own it. Favorite drink? My favorite drink is coffee. Iced coffee, warm coffee, I don't care, just give me a coffee and I'm fine. Okay, my favorite like Starbucks drink is white mocha frappuccinos. That's my go-to Starbucks order. That's what I order every single time. It's so freaking good. Order it if you haven't, like if you like coffee and you haven't tried a white mocha frappuccino from Starbucks, what are you doing? It's honestly amazing. It's so good. That's what I order like every single freaking time. That was all the questions. That's what was all I had for this video. Right now as I'm filming it, it has been lasting 44 minutes, so hopefully when I edit it I can cut it down a lot, because I don't think anyone's gonna bother watching 44 minutes of me yapping. But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you for watching, like for so what. And yeah, leave in the comments down below what kind of videos you want to see me do. Subscribe if you want to. I don't know how to end a YouTube video. Like subscribe if you want to. Like I don't know. I love you guys. If you want to follow my other social medias, I'll link them down below or like put them on the screen. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I love you and have a nice day.